Live from the Channel 11 studios, it's Great Day Houston. Before you soak up the sun, find out how much is too much. And say sayonara to sun-damaged skin. See the procedure that helps you save face.
No, not today. Don't tell my wife.
Do I wear sunscreen?
I really don't think about the long haul, you know.
Definitely, because I don't want to age.
I'm hoping that the sunscreen will help stop the wrinkles.
Wrinkles? That look like I'm worried about wrinkles? It's like that.
My sunscreen is built into my makeup.
It's in my moisturizer. It's in the bottle that it comes out of.
Just don't want to get too sunburned.
But I do like the sun.
That's right. Well, if you're one of those people, welcome back, everybody. Putting on sunscreen or think that they shouldn't wear sunscreen every day. We've got someone here who's going to change your mind about sunscreen. He's Dr. Paul Friedman from the Derm Surgery Laser Center. And welcome. Okay, so a lot of people don't wear sunscreen. We take it for granted, we wake up, but a lot of moisturizers nowadays have it in it and you don't even know you're putting it on, but it's imperative.
It's very imperative. You know, skin cancer is preventable in most, if it's caught early and if we take measures to prevent excessive sun exposure.
Now, what if it's too late for us? Because that's kind of what we want to talk about now. I mean, we've already been in the sun, and you say we get most of our sun by our 20s anyway.
Yeah, about 80–90% of people get most of their sun exposure before the age of 20.
Oh, amen. Well, okay, so why am I so white in the winter then? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's talk about then what we can do. So you have this really interesting photo something light that can take your picture and see the skin damage.
It's called the Profex system, and it's using an ultraviolet or black light camera, and it allows you to basically see what you can't see with the naked eye, and it kind of gives you an idea of what things may come down the line if you don't take measures to wear a sunscreen and to, you know, reverse some of the photoaging that we've suffered because of not wearing enough sunscreen.
And you know what, we found a pretty fair-skinned person, and that was kind of the big warning is you're fair-skinned, you're younger, you need to wear it, but now that you're older, what do you do? So I want to take a picture of him before. Sure. This is a fair-skinned Corey. This is our director, by the way. He hates being on camera, so this is great. Then, and now let's see his after. I mean, he's redhead. Yeah, I said he looks evil, but this is important because this is actually what the photo shows you. And what are we seeing?
Well, Corey is basically the poster child for somebody who needs to wear sunscreen regularly. He's a fair individual. He's got blue eyes, red hair, and basically we see a lot of sun damage, a lot of freckling. None of this is visible to the naked eye, but this is what he may eventually develop into if he doesn't take measures to reverse some of the photoaging that he suffered.
Okay, so we also took his hands, because I think, you know, a lot of women look towards your hands at you know, you can do nothing about them aging.
And what's fascinating about Corey's hands is that what you see on the lower part of his fingertips, where you don't get as much sun exposure when you're walking, you can see there's not as much sun damage, but on his proximal fingers and on the dorsum of the hands, he's got extensive photoaging on his hands as well.
Well, I obviously have had extensive sun damage too, because apparently every time we have an age contest on this show, everybody guesses my age to be 39. It's like the number for me. I'm not, I'm 31. So take someone from our audience now, because we know that I'm looking old, but if I had to go into that light, you could see what was exactly wrong with my skin. Okay, so we're going to send two of our audience members. Christina, our reporter, is here to pick them. Oh yes, she's up to no good.
Come with me. I got my gloves on.
Oh, and two. Okay, right there. We got two, a man and a woman. They're going away. And we're going to shortly see what that light does to the gentleman, I believe. Now, explain what the light is doing and how we actually get results from this.
Well, again, it's a black light or it's ultraviolet light, so it basically allows us to see the sun damage that we've accrued through the years that's not visible to the naked eye.
Okay, but the sun isn't all so bad. I mean, there's some good and some powerful benefits that the sun has. What are they?
Well, of course, you know, depending on, if you speak to a dermatologist, they don't encourage you to go out into the sun to get your vitamin D supplements. You can get vitamin D through dietary intake or through supplement vitamins, but there is some suggestion that the limited sun exposure that can enhance the vitamin D production perhaps can boost the immunity to help fight certain types of cancer.
That's what it is kind of in the middle of the winter. You just really need a little sunlight in your life, you know? And I read that there's a new thing, it's called like the happy light. Does that work when you sit in front of it?
There's definitely, you know, there's an entity called winter depression. I mean, people who've lived in the north during the winter could attest to it. And there's definitely some mood altering properties from the sun that can provide some benefit for people who suffer from depression or mood disorders.
Well, you touched on the bad parts of the sun, but then what about the ugly? That's the thing that... Gotta love that. Oh my gosh, so let's talk about the ugly. What is the ugly part of the sun?
Well, the ugly part is that skin cancer is now the most common type of cancer in the United States. 1 in 5 children will go on to develop skin cancer. It can affect the eyes. You can get melanoma in the eyes as well. And certainly it can suppress the immune system, which enhances the development of skin cancer down the line.
That's no good.
No.
But the good, the bad, and the ugly. And now I believe they just told me in my ear that we've brought the audience member over to the light. He's looking into the light. And this is what, so he's getting his photo taken.
Right.
And we are going to be able to see the results of that right now, I believe. I think we have his picture so we can see what it looks like. Oh, there we go. Okay. So how is the sun damage on this man?
You know, he's got, you can see some sun damage on the cheeks and on the nose. Overall, it's not as bad as I would expect for somebody of his age, but it's something that this may be how he may look down the line, so it'd probably be a good idea for him to do a better job of applying sunscreen in these areas and perhaps coming in for some procedures or starting topical products that may help reverse some of the photoaging that he has.
And some of those topical products...
retinoids are wonderful products. I know you've discussed it this week. Renova is a great product. Tazarac. Those are wonderful prescription products that can help reverse photoaging.
And you have to, you're right, you have to go see your doctor for those. You have to go see you. I think we have, he came back. We want to talk to him quickly. What is his name? Do we know? Is it Barry? Come on up here, Barry. Thank you so much for being our guinea pig.
I appreciate
So was
it.
that harmless?
No, it was very easy.
Did you get a lot of sun growing up?
Oh, I always did. I was always out in the sun pretty much all my life. So.
And you didn't wear sunscreen?
No, I am known for not wearing sunscreen. Even now when I take my kids swimming, I'm known for not wearing sunscreen. So.
See, and your kids, which is what Dr. Friedman said, is that you got to protect them.
It's critical. Again, about 80% of the exposure we get before the age of 20. So it's really important that you start young, educate your children on the importance of sunscreen and sun safety, and avoiding the sun between the hours of 10 and 4, which is hard when you're...
Hey, that's all day. You're going to be indoors all day, young man.
I am.
But you're going to be wearing your sunscreen. Actually, we're going to talk a little bit more about what types of sunscreen would be good for your face compared to a woman's face, compared to a kid's face. So stick around. And then also, we have another woman who is waiting to look into the light. We'll be right back.
That's right. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. But this ugly is going to make Chevelle real pretty. We have an instant treatment that's going to be great results in just a little bit right here in our green room. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, you probably heard that too much exposure to UV rays can cause premature aging. So today we're testing the damage sun does on our skin. If you missed the last segment, we picked 2 audience members, put them in front of a special light and a camera that showed us just how much premature aging they've gotten from their time in the sun. Some of the results were startling. So joining us again with some solutions, by the way, is Dr. Paul Friedman. Thank you so much for being here again. And also our second audience member, Chevelle Morris, who was sitting in the audience. We picked you out. You went and had your picture taken. And now let's take a look at some of the results and talk about your sun damage.
So again, Chevelle has a lot of sun damage on the cheeks, on the nose, and on the forehead, as well as on the upper lip. So probably wasn't using as much sunscreen as she should have been when she was younger.
Did you hang out in the sun a lot?
Oh yeah, I did. And I'm a tennis player now, so I'm in the sun quite a bit.
And so nowadays she's got to put some major sunscreen on, but some of the damage is already done, but it can get worse. So you need to, even though, yeah, the damage is done, now you gotta put on sunscreen.
Exactly.
And what kind do you recommend for different age groups?
Well, the most important thing about sunscreens is to make sure that it blocks both UVA and UVB. You want a sunscreen that's at least an SPF of 15, ideally maybe a 30, and the most important thing is that you're applying enough of it. Studies have shown that most people don't apply enough sunscreen. They're not liberal enough with the application. You want about a shot glass amount or a golf ball glass amount of sunscreen.
That's a good way to think of it. It's a fun way, shot glass of your sunscreen. Well, you have a way to reverse the effects of this, and that's what we're going to go try out. So we have a half an hour left in the show, basically. So you have a half an hour to take Chevelle and do half of her face, get rid of the sun damage on half of her face. So You have to stay tuned to watch this. Chevelle, you're going to, our producer Rebecca is going to take you back to the green room, or I call it the orange room because there's not a green thing in it, except for me when I'm in there, and I'm totally green. But anyway, so as she goes, let's talk about what you're going to do to her.
Okay. Well, one of the we're doing a lot of filler procedures now, which allows us to rejuvenate the skin and perform facial contouring. Here you can see us injecting the nasolabial folds or the small lines, creating a more youthful appearance. Because as we age, we lose volume in our skin, and what this product, this Juvederm product, allows us to do is allows us to restore a more youthful look.
And it's a natural look, or and you're going to do it around her eyes, and this is what you get with aging is you get a little saggier skin.
Yeah, as we age, the product is hyaluronic acid, and as we age, we lose hyaluronic acid, we lose volume in our cheeks, and everything just starts to fall downward. So what this filler product does is it basically restores a more youthful look by restoring the volume of the cheeks, the smile lines.
Lifts us up.
Lifts us up.
Somebody who lifts me up every day is our reporter Christina Terrell, and as I said, she's now in the green room expecting you because I'm not letting her do any of this. She's scary with that needle.
That's right. Chevelle, come on in. I would shake your hand, but if you go ahead and sit down right here, I'm just going to go ahead and find the doctor, and we're going to start your treatment. Sound good? Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Okay, good.
Okay, Whitney, I'm gonna go find the doctor. I'm gonna come get him.
Yeah, please. Yeah, Chevelle, I can't believe you're letting her stand there next to you with that big needle, but she's such a sport. But anyway, okay, if you don't have the opportunity to go to have this light and see you, there are some free, because May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, there's some free places that you can go get checked. So right there, Saturday, May 5th, 10 to 1, and you can go to that website, right?
Exactly.
AAD.org.
Yeah, the first Saturday in every May, the Houston Dermatologic Society promotes a free skin cancer screening at 15 area hospitals, and it's tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Well, that's really actually great, but we can also get a hold of you.
Right.
Where?
At, we're on, the name of the practice is Derm Surgery Laser Center. We're on South Main Street.
Well, this is good. So you're helping us all out, but I think you brought another, they're telling me there's another patient. I believe there's another, who are those? Oh my gosh, that's our mariachi band. Yes, they wanted to go in there and get it done, but anyway, everybody, stick with us. We'll find out how the mariachi look when we get back. We'll be right back.
Okay, we've started the procedure here with Chevelle, and Dr. Freeman's here, and we're gonna have the dramatic results in less than, what, 10 minutes? Okay, she's looking great. We'll be right back.
I was standing behind them the entire time. I told you they haven't left us. I'm going to be here tomorrow. They're going to be here with me. So anyway, throughout the show, you've seen him. Dr. Paul Friedman has been here telling us just how much sun you can have before you age. And now he's back. Now, we took a young woman away, and we said we wanted to take off some of that sun damage. So let's bring her out, Christina. Oh, don't stop believing. Did you pick this song for this? Okay, I'm a little worried. Those gloves are just kind of freaking me out a little bit, just a little bit.
But she looks the job.
Okay, so let's see the before and after effects, and tell us what you did exactly to her face.
Well, Chevelle looks, I mean, she looks amazing. We basically restored...
There's no makeup on either.
Well, yeah, we basically restored the volume to her upper cheek as well as to her jawline and the smile line here. We've also enhanced the borders of her lip. If you look at the left side compared to the right, it's pretty striking.
Wow, this side compared to this.
Yeah, we did not treat this side. This is the treated side here.
Goodness, her lip, your lip does have a lot of volume on this side, and it sort of curls up.
Right before we came out, she said, I feel kind of lopsided.
I know, does it? Does it really feel that way?
It does.
Did it hurt, Christina? Did you have to hold her hand?
No, I was just kind of, she wanted me to stay away from her. But there was no yelling, y'all. We were just around the corner. So she was great. You didn't seem like you were in any pain at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
And so you're going to get the other half done. Don't worry. We won't. We're legit here at Great Day Houston. We're halfway every now and then, but we complete you. Or actually, he completes you. But you also did not come empty-handed. You not only took some years off of her, but you're also going to help prevent our audience from having any type of skin cancer ever. And you brought them sunscreen. So great. And you have little sample bags of sunscreen for the audience. To get more from you, we can also log on to your website. There it is, friedmanmd.net. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Chris, for helping out. Please take those gloves off.
Just at the end of the show.
Just either that or do the moonwalk, because that's the only way that you can wear gloves. Get right on out of here. It's Friday. All right. Okay, we'll be right back.